commencement commencement of the drilling of the 1 billion barrel crude oil field and 500 billion cubic feet gas reserves in the Komani field straddled between Bauchi and Gombe State should ordinarily be a welcome development for the country, as it would bring the much desired economic balance in the contributions of the regions to national development and hence enhance national unity. But as I posited in an earlier article on the subject, only an open and transparent handling of the northern oil projects would engender national unity. Now, controversies confirming my fears are already cropping up as questions are being raised about transparency, viability, and the possibility of a regional agenda concerning the federal government's handling of the northern oil projects. The main reason for the controversies is the direct involvement of the new Nigeria Development Company Limited in the project. The company is jointly owned by the 19 states in the north. The experts argue that the company's involvement, which is the first time a regional body would be directly involved in the upstream sector of our oil industry, gives the states a measure of control of the resource from the very beginning. This is the direct opposite of what is obtained in the south. In the 64 years of oil drilling in the region, the oil producing states in the Niger Delta enjoy no privilege. Instead, they get a paltry 13% of derivation funds as an incentive. They had to fight very hard before they even got that 13%. My argument in the article I referred to above was that the poor handling of the exploitation and exploration of the resource in the south by the federal government has been one of the major causes of some of the rises or crises the nation has been experiencing. Shriek cries of marginalization, the rise and proliferation of armed groups sabotaging oil production in the Niger Delta region, the lingering agitation for resource control, and more have been some of the consequences of the poor state of affairs. With the controversies generated by the lack of transparency in the handling of the business of the northern oil find, it is most likely that a new dimension of crisis will result as other regions would suspect a hidden agenda and begin to ask questions. It is therefore imperative for the federal government to set the agenda clearly and inform Nigerians appropriately to erase any notions of a regional agenda in the northern oil exploration project to avoid a repeat of the problems associated with the oil business in the country. See, forget these guys, they might want to handle it better than the way it's being done in the southern parts of the country. And if you think there's anything going to be good, that these guys from the north are going to be transparent, forget it. Forget it. With this their mindset right from time, unless those who are daft, instead of you to look at things critically, you try to like base your opinion on the surface things they are telling you. You don't look things. You have to be critical because a lot of people are not critical. That's why they will tell you that if we don't divide this country, if you divide this country, it's going to be a problem. If you don't divide this country, we are going to enjoy. It's a lie. These people don't have the same mindset like you have. Some people will tell you that don't tell me that the Fulanis are marginalizing me. What of the people marginalizing me here? We know, but now we are adding other agenda of other people to what we have in our own region or respective region. That is why the whole thing is complicated. Okay, we talk about restructuring, they will tell you restructuring does not matter. When in the recent that there are some natural resources in a state, you cannot even access it. They will tell you that you have to go to whether concurrent list or whatever, and you are telling me that a restructuring is everyday thing. No, 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 no. We can't be saying that. Even the constitution we have, some people will tell you it does not matter that even if they bring in the American constitution to this country, that they will still flop it. But let us have things rightly. If you say you are Federal Republic of Nigeria, let it be so. Not that you are saying the Nigeria is a federal state. At the end of the day, it is practiced in reality. It is practiced as a unitary system of government. So who is deceiving who? So if we want to be untruth to ourselves, because some people just believe that when you talk about the division or you talk about a restructuring, it's a big thing that it is not possible. It is doable. Like we've always said, the problems we have in this country are man-made problems. You see the reason why they quickly signed the PIA or whatever they said they signed, and you see the way they quickly turn the NNPC to private, whatever. There's this adjustment, and boom, you are hearing this oil launching and what have you in this era. And now it is now going to be controlled by the 19 other states. You see, and you think they are going to be transparent? Forget it. Unfortunately, the politicians from the southern part of the country, they no get heady. I'm able to say it. They no get head, they no get sense. The only thing they are concerned about is themselves and their family, immediate family, and that will not be extended family. They're not even saying you, unless their wife and their children. Those are the people they are concerned about. In as much they will give them to pin their mouth, they shut their mouth, they get their own. Forget it. They don't. They are not patriotic to their people. They are not even patriotic even to the nation. They are only patriotic to their pocket. So if you think that is going to be a transparent on the way the southern part of the country have been suffering with this their own resources of the oil, you think they are going to play that same transparency? You are lying. You better bury that thought, because it will not happen. They will never. Well, there's no oil in northern Nigeria. They are just trying to play a smart one. It is a pity. Okay, we heard you, Mister. I know it's all. How I wish an angel would just lock up the tap of Niger Delta crude oil, simply oil supply in the spirit, then open it back in 2 years' time. Let's see how long the North will want us to be together with them. Exactly, bro. You should be locked for life. Okay, well, I greatly celebrate the move by the northern governor to be involved in the oil production. Nigeria will certainly be great again. By their move, they are setting the pace for the southern governors to have a strong hold on their oil resource. It's been long. Nigerians have been crying for resource control and restructuring. Whether we believe it or not, the oil in the north will help us achieve exactly that. Well, I laugh in Japanese. All the mistakes in the Niger Delta oil drilling will be corrected in the north. Watch and see. Yes. Also, no southerner will dare own any oil block that side, because Nigeria belongs to the north. I have said it earlier that had the oil was in the north, they would have gone away from Nigeria. I know, and I've used with them. I think instead of pointing out the side effects of it, it is better to pray that this will bring progress, unity, and peaceful coexistence of our dear country. Some people, when they do all the talk, say all this kind of thing, as if the people you are dealing with, you think it's by you pray, just like that. People who, who are devils, that you have to use long spoon to eat with them, you say you pray just like that, you just pray like that. Continue praying like that, or don't take action. You just pray, that's just a wishful thinking. Honestly, it's a wishful thinking. I pray it will not pray like that. Continue relying on them. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this.